Let us begin the new lesson, human health and disease. So, if you are free from disease, that doesn't mean that you are healthy. According to the World Health Organization, health is defined as it is state of complete physical, mental and social well-being and not merely absence of disease. Physical means what? You should be physically fit. Mental means what? You should be mentally sound. You should be tension free. And social well-being means what? You should be away from any addiction like drug addiction or alcohol addiction or smoking. Hygiene means what? It is science of rules of health. What is hygiene? It is science of rules of health. It is maintained by balanced diet. Balanced diet means what? Your food should be full of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals and water. You should drink a lot of clean drinking water. Then apart from your personal hygiene, your community should be well hygienic. Then you should take regular exercise, and whatever the waste is there in your house, it should be properly disposed of. It should be properly kept in container to be carried by the vehicles. Then you should be aware that there are no mosquitoes around your society, because mosquitoes spread diseases like dengue, malaria, elephantiasis, etc. Now in this COVID situation, you are asked to wear masks. Then when you sneeze, there should be a handkerchief around your nose. Then you should sanitize your hands or wash your hands with the soap. In this chapter, main word to be stressed, that is immunity. What is immunity? It is personal resistance power. Immunity is defined as resistance offered by the host. Immunity is defined as resistance offered by host. And what is immunology? Immunology means study. It is a branch of science which deals with study of immune system. Then two words are important like antigen. Antigen is any foreign substance like bacteria, virus, fungus invading your body and capable of stimulating immune response through your body. So antigen is any foreign substance which is capable of stimulating immune system, and antibody, it works against antigen. So antibody is a protective chemical produced by the immune cells of the host. See here, this is the virus, spiked virus, and this virus, it suggests that it is nothing but the antigen. Types of immunity. There are two types of immunity. One is inborn immunity. Inborn means what? It is offered by the nature, or it is before the birth, and after the birth, that is acquired or adaptive immunity. So innate immunity is one and acquired immunity is another. Now let us focus on the innate immunity. Innate means by birth. It is resistance to infections offered by genetic makeup. So it depends on how much genes are stronger in your body to protect you against the various diseases. It is natural defense system. It is not affected by prior contact with microorganisms, and it is non-specific. Example. Now in the examination, if the question comes, write note on innate immunity. So which barriers are there? First of all, the skin. Now skin has got the protective surface, and it is over the skin you will find the sodium chloride full of the sweats. So it kills the microorganism. Any microorganism will sit over your skin, it will be killed by the protective chemicals like sweat. Then in your nose, hair are there to trap the dust particles. Mucus is there. In your windpipe or lungs, mucus is there. This mucus, what they do, they don't allow the movement of the bacteria. And the hair cells in the windpipe, these will drive away the mucus and dust particles to protect you against the microorganisms. Or in your eyes, tears are there. So these tears, they drive away the microorganisms or dust particles. Another is antimicrobial substances. More than 30 serum proteins called to be the cytokinins or interferons are there in the body, because the viruses are not killed by the antibiotics, but many of the interferons in our body, they kill the viruses. Then cellular factors, phagocytic cells. Now white blood cells, you are knowing neutrophil, basophil, like this. So many basophils, they will act as a macrophages. They will attain the large size. They will invade the bacteria and they will directly kill the microorganisms. So they are the military cells of our body. They again remove these antigens. Now these are the phagocytic cells. They will invade the bacteria. They will kill them. They will remove this debris. Another physiological factor, many of you may not be knowing that what is fever. It is a rise in the temperature. So when bacteria or microorganisms enter your body temperature rises. So in this hot medium, the bacteria cannot survive and they are naturally killed. So that is a natural phenomenon or physiological factor, that is the fever is offered by your body to kill the microorganisms. Now earlier we studied the innate immunity, which was the inborn. Now this is the adaptive or acquired. This is after the birth. This acquired immunity, it is of two types, active and passive. So in the active, there are two types, active natural, active as artificial, passive natural, passive artificial. Two words you are supposed to remember, active and passive. Generally the question comes, write note on the acquired immunity. So acquired immunity, it is acquired during the life or after the birth, and it involves the formation of the antibodies. Antibodies are the protective chemicals which act against the antigens. Now you must have heard the word diseases like measles, the chicken pox. These are the viral infections. Now we are focusing this is the active natural, because I told you that this acquired immunity is classified into two processes, active and passive. Now one is active natural, active artificial, then passive natural, passive artificial. This is active natural. Now when you are contracted by the measles viruses or chickenpox viruses, then your body will become active and will produce antibodies. These antibodies will be, their formation process will be kept as a memory in your brain, and in the future if you are contracted by the measles virus or chickenpox virus, immediately the antibodies will be produced and you will be saved. So generally in lifetime you will be contracted only once through the chickenpox and measles. Active artificial, active natural, active artificial. Artificial means what? The many times the attenuated or killed viruses or bacteria, they are introduced in your body. Example, polio virus. Now polio vaccine, it is chemicals or viruses which are weakened viruses or weakened chemicals, they are given to the children, and what happens, our body supposes them as a live viruses and they produce the antibodies, and that is kept as a memory. So this is active artificial, means body will become active. Now passive immunity. Active immunity, passive immunity, active natural, active artificial, passive natural, passive artificial. Passive natural means what? It is acquired by the ready-made antibodies. In active, body produces, and passive means ready-made. For example, during birth, many antibodies are transferred through placenta to the fetus, or you are knowing that the colostrum, that is the first milk of the mother, has lot of antibodies, and the child is saved from many diseases like hepatitis. See, in the picture you can see the mother and the child. Passive artificial. Passive artificial means again ready-made. In natural passive, it was transmitted to the mother. Now in passive, what happens? For example, the horse is injected with the microorganisms, and in the blood of the horse, the antibodies are produced. They are collected and they are given in the condition like rabies or snake bite. See here, the antibodies are obtained from the horse. In the examination, the question will come, write note on acquired immunity. Acquired means after the birth. Or what is innate? Innate means what? Barriers are physiological, physical, cellular, fever, etc. And in acquired, you have to remember two words, active and passive. Active natural, active artificial, passive natural, passive artificial. Active means body become active, and artificial means ready-made. Thank you.